Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Take Another Look Tuesday. I'm Dr. Rhonda Ross, your host for this afternoon. So glad to be back with you on another terrific Tuesday. It is quite cloudy out there today. We are welcoming you to come in. Please, when you come in, like, comment, and share. We ask that you would please like, comment, and share. And if you are watching a repost, welcome aboard. Thank you for joining in. I want to be so appreciative to everyone who has sent in your comments, and we have communicated back and forth in our message on the bottom. Just appreciate you for joining us and being blessed by the broadcast. We're grateful for the Lord allows us to see the way He sees things, and it always is very inspiring and empowering to see it the way God does. So we're giving people a chance to come on in. It's lunchtime, and we know that people are trying to get settled and situated with their lunches and such. But I'm going to give you a few minutes to come on in. If you are watching by way of YouTube, I'm going to ask that you would please make sure you hit that bell so you can become a part of our community. We'd love to have you a part of our community and a new view for you. And we are hoping that though it's cloudy outside and there is a lot of rain going on out there, we're praying that the sun is shining in your world. And if not, if your life today is very similar to what's going on outside in the atmosphere, please know here at A New View for You, we're praying for you, praying that the SON will cause the SUN to shine in your world on today. Life happens, and sometimes every day is not a sunny day. And we do understand that. So we're praying for you that the peace of God and the love of God will minister to you and your situation. Praying for everyone who's experienced any level of loss, be it a family member or job, a relationship. We're praying for you that the peace of God will comfort your heart and your mind in this season. And as you go through, God will show up and show out in your life to give you peace and victory. Good afternoon. I see people are coming in. Good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining us. Please like, comment, and share. We ask that you would please like, comment, and share. We are so grateful to have you with us on this afternoon. We realize you could be doing anything, but you take time to come and share with us on Take Another Look Tuesday, and we're glad because we want to take another look. Want to first say congratulations once again to everyone. It's still graduation season. People are still graduating, and those who are not graduating from high school and college, you are progressing from elementary school to middle school to high school. Your children are getting older. Want to shout kudos out to parents. It's not easy being a parent and having to work and raise children and keep up with SOLs and test scores and homework, and whether you're going to be virtual or you're going to be in person. There's just so much going on with education. So definitely rah rah to the parents holding it down, making sure your children are doing well in school. God bless you. So glad to have you on board with us. As a former educator, I truly appreciate your presence. I used to give out, I used to do a workshop for parents, bridging the gap between home and school. And to the grandparents who would come in, I would give out Big Cats, the Big Cat candy bars, because being involved generally keeps achievement thriving. Big Cat, you know, I'm the acronym queen. So I want to shout out to the Big Cats on today, not just the grandparents, but the parents and the aunties and the cousins and the big brothers and sisters and everybody who puts their hand into the process of the learning experience of a child to make it successful. You are a big cat, and we shout out to you today. Thank you so much. And to our Peninsula seniors that are graduating, if you are a Peninsula senior and you have a GPA between 2.5 and 2.9, I need you to get in touch with me ASAP. I got excited the other day and I wrote ASSP on Facebook. That means nothing. I meant to say ASAP, as soon as possible. I want to give a great congratulations to our 3 scholarship recipients. Yay! We have 3 Peninsula seniors that will be receiving $500 from A New View for You. We are so very excited to celebrate with you and to help you. We've got two more slots, y'all. We've got two more scholarships that we're trying to give away. So if you know somebody who's graduating and they are graduating from a peninsula school and they have a GPA of 2.5 to 2.9, or if that's you, I don't know. You might be in the bathroom not paying attention in class. I don't know what's really going on out there. But if you know of somebody or you're watching this as a replay and you yourself are getting ready to graduate and you fall in this category, please hit me up ASAP. I only have two slots and it's first come, first serve, y'all. So whoever gets me is going to get it. So we're very, very, very happy. We'll be posting their names and pictures later on once we get all of that, planned out with them and their parents to get permission, to make them public. But we are very, very proud of them. Excellent, exciting. They have their letters of acceptance to colleges. So we're not just giving away money because you're graduating. These are people that are really going to college. So we're so happy for them. And I'm so very proud of them that they are moving forward and becoming what God's calling them to be. So that's awesome. It's amazing in this season of promotion. This time of the year, June, people are graduating. A lot of people getting promotions on their jobs. I love promotion. And, I always teach my students that any word that ends in TION, shun is a suffix and it means the process of. So when we talk about reconstruction, it is the process of putting something back together. When we talk about association, it's the process of becoming friends and networking with people. It's a process. So when we talk about promotion, promotion itself is a process as well. It is the process of recognizing and rewarding excellence. It is the process of recognizing and rewarding excellence. And so it happens because of a result of something you've done. You've passed the test, you passed the SOL, you made the honor roll. If you're in education on your job, you may have done some initiatives that was beneficial to the business. In faith-based organizations, you may have done your initial sermon. I have a very good friend who did her initial sermon last Sunday. God bless you, sis. I was able to watch it online. She did an amazing job breaking down that word. Oh my God, I was so proud of her. And because they have done these things, they were recognized and rewarded for their excellence. But promotion also comes when you have demonstrated the capacity. And so you either have done something and it's a result of what you've done, or you're promoted because there's an expectation. We're expecting something from you. We're expecting you to take the company to the next level. We're expecting you to go to the next grade and to achieve academically well, whether you're going back on to college or whether you're going on to the next grade level. We're expecting you to show excellence so that you can be rewarded and recognized. So promotion is both the result and the expectation of excellence. When we hear the word promotion, we think of words like elevation and we think of words like advancement and progression, the moving on, the doing the better, the bigger, and the greater thing. Want to shout out my goddaughter, Dr. Reverend Avery Atkinson. I am like about to burst. I'm so proud of her. She just graduated with her doctorate, and I cannot even tell you how proud I am of this young lady. But all of these words remind me of her and people who fall in her category, who have gone on and done well and excelled in their field of education, profession, faith-based organization. Very exciting. And when it comes to like education, it might be, that you graduated, that you are making the honor roll, that you moving on to the next grade, because like in middle school we don't really have graduations. We have progression ceremonies where the children come. In kindergarten they're so cute because they have their little paper You know, their little paper cap and tassel and little things to celebrate and make it exciting for them. You may be getting a license or a degree in employment. You get a higher position or a raise on your job. That's a promotion. Or you're retiring. That's the ultimate promotion right there. You have fulfilled all of the requirements to get paid to wake up. Cha-ching. I love it. That's the best one right there. So that's exciting. Or in a faith based organization, you might have gotten your minister's license, like my friend did last Sunday, or you may become ordained where you become capable of doing weddings and doing communion and being actively involved in the church on a higher level of responsibility. And sometimes we have elevations in faith based organizations. I have a very good friend who was elevated to the office of bishop. It's just very exciting when all of that happens. And when we do that, it's always a time of celebration. It's always met with a celebration. When you finish school, a course of study, you have graduation. When you have your ordination, that's a big ceremony. And everybody's very excited and it's wonderful. And I love it. And it's so amazing. And it's just so beautiful. However, once that celebrity smoke clears, once the party's over, once we've cut the cake, once we've done all of what it is, we've had the graduation, we've had the ceremony, we've had everything we're going to have all around it. As I began to think about promotion, I had to take another look, y'all. I had to take another look because what I realized is that in as much as there are perks in promotion, there's a little bit of pain in promotion too. Yeah. So in education, once you graduate, you're done. Yay. I never forget when I graduated from college. It was so exciting. We all went out. I got a new suit, yada, yada. And I came home and, you just don't even know what to think. You don't even know how to feel at that moment. It's like, okay, I'm finished with all learning. Like, what do I do now? What's going to happen? And I remember my mother and my two sisters walked to my bedroom. One was carrying a beautiful linen suit. Gorgeous. I love the suit. Another one was carrying the classified ads from the newspaper. And the other one had a little wallet that was filled with subway tokens. And even though we finished celebrating and partying and turning up, they were letting me know, you're going to get a job, sis. So all of that perks and celebration all of a sudden turned into responsibility. I had to get a job, which meant I had more responsibility. And when you're graduating from high school and you're excited and it's like, oh my God, I don't have to get up early in the morning to go to class. Yay. But you get ready to go to college. That's a whole nother ball game too. Because now you got to deal with tuition, campus fees, residence halls, meeting new people, maybe moving away from home for the first time. And that can be a little intimidating, just a little bit. In employment, when you get that raise on your job, number one, it puts you in a whole nother tax bracket. Nobody tells us about that part. That part, when you get into another tax bracket and all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, why are they taking so much money out of my paycheck? Or a salary position where you're used to getting overtime, time and a half because you burnt the candle at both ends. When you get promoted, that might not happen. That might come with you get more money, but you're going to get more responsibility. You might get a heavier workload. You definitely have more responsibilities. There are deadlines now that's facing you that you never had to think about before. Budgets. You have the responsibility of making sure that employees under you are conducting themselves accordingly because you're now in a supervisory position. Even in faith-based organizations, you got to stay ahead of the people that you have spiritual responsibility for. You got to keep your ear to God's heart. You always have to be paying closer attention. People's souls are now your responsibility. You have a divine responsibility that's way greater than what you had before. Yeah, we got to take another look because what we have to understand we want to know him in the power of his resurrection. Philippians 3:10 says, "Oh, that I might know him in the power of his resurrection." But we also have to know him in the fellowship of his suffering. And I love the way the NIV puts it. It talks about knowing him in the power of his resurrection and participation in his suffering. Isn't that amazing? Like, it's great. Yeah, we're going to reign with Jesus, but if I suffer with him, then I'm going to reign. So there is a level of suffering that has to take place. And it's hard to accept that part sometimes when you get the blessing, because then you're like, am I being punked by the king? What's really going on up in here? But no, because what you have to understand is that the suffering explains the why the promotion took place, and it presents practical and genuine steps for converting our pain into promise. That pain turns into promise because the pain forces an uncommon faith. We learn to trust God in ways we never even thought before. We learn to love authentically. Like, this love has to be genuine now, because it's going to cost you your job. It's going to cost you your position. It's going to cost you this new thing you just got. So you learn to love. We learn to forgive. I know I did. I learned to love. I learned to forgive. I remember after retiring, I got a job, and it's a pretty decent little position, and I do it now. And it's kind of a supervisory position a little bit, but it really gave me some freedom. Like, I'm not being micromanaged by a time clock. I don't have to punch a time clock. I'm being trusted to handle my responsibility within the time frame I've been given. And I remember driving up Mercury Boulevard, sipping on a frappe, just grinning and playing my gospel music and singing and carrying on my way into the office, and thinking, wow, this is the life, man. Nobody's stressing me and calling me. I get there when I get there. As long as I get my hours in throughout the week. I have an amazing supervisor. She's not a micromanager at all. And I was just so happy in my sanctified soul. And the Lord spoke to me. And remember, a thought that comes to us that's smarter than us and kinder than the devil, that's God talking, because I'm not that smart. And the Lord spoke to me and said, but be very careful, because to whom much is given, to whom much is given, much is required. And remember, Jesus was matured by the things he suffered. Jesus was matured by the things he suffered, according to Hebrews, the 5th chapter and the 8th verse. So to whom much is given, much is required. You have this liberty, you have this freedom, but you better handle it properly, because now this is not a scripture, but God knows it's the truth. When we take the gift of God for granted, then the gift won't be granted to us. And I had to wake up real quick in the midst of my rejoicing and come to a realization that, you know what? I've got to be disciplined. I have to discipline this flesh to make sure I'm keeping my hours, to make sure I'm doing the responsibilities and the duties that I'm expected to do and getting the work done. Because this perk comes with the pain of discipline. This perk of privilege comes with the pain of discipline. That's why Jesus tells the disciples in Luke, the 9th chapter and the 23rd verse, take up your cross and follow after me. Take up your cross and follow after me. Because it's the configuration of the cross that shows us how to handle our promotion properly. The configuration of the cross, the way the cross is configured, is the algorithm to our success. Because vertically, the cross shows us where we're getting our divine empowerment. It's not of me. It's not my wisdom. It's not my degree. It's not my intelligence. It's not my skills. And I may have all of that, but I need to have divine empowerment so that I will know how to function daily. So the vertical of the cross gives us the divine connection to know our daily functionality in the earth on the horizontal plane. So we have to look to the cross to empower us so that we can handle. Because I'm not bringing the pains of the promotion to damper it or to, blow out your candle or to rain on your parade. But the reality of the matter is that there is a pain of responsibility that does come with promotion. But the joy is that the cross shows us how we can handle both the perks and the pain. And we can. And we most definitely can. So let's not be like the young ruler who came to Jesus wanting to know how can he, and when Jesus said, well, you got to keep the laws and respectful to elderly. And he's like, I do all of that. I do all of that. Jesus said, you know what? Sell everything you have and give to the poor. And the young ruler, the Bible says, not only did he walk away from Jesus at that moment, but he walked away from Jesus very brokenhearted because he wasn't ready. He wasn't connected. He wasn't connected divinely to make the sacrifices, to embrace the pain that came with the perks that he was looking for. I was watching TV the other day and 90 Day Fiancé came on, and the parents of the wife had set it up because they were coming from the other country of the husband and they needed a place to live. So the girl's parents had gotten them a nice 2-bedroom apartment, already paid the down payment on the apartment. I think paid the first couple of months rent on the apartment, paid for their cable already, had them with the electricity, they were set. But they had to understand that with this perk came the pain of responsibility because the parents let them know, like, we got you covered for this first quarter, these first 3 months, we got you. But we need you to get on board because after that, you're going to have to take over the responsibility. And they were offended. And I was shocked. I was like, wow, you're really offended right now because in 3 or 4 months, you're going to have to take over this responsibility. They're even giving you, like, if you get a job next week, they're giving you 2 or 3, almost 4 months to save up your money because everything's already paid for. So you can start saving up your money for the next months ahead, but they didn't see it that way. And that's why we need the cross. That's why we need the cross. We need the cross to show us how to divinely be empowered so that we can horizontally function daily. So I can't believe it. My time's up already. I just want to encourage everyone today that when promotion comes and the pain of that promotion comes, don't get discouraged. Don't start tripping. It's okay because the same God that gives you the perk to the promotion gives you the power to endure the pain of the promotion. So when promotion comes your way and you're setting up your new office, when promotion comes your way and you're getting ready to set up your dorm room, when promotion comes your way and you're buying your new collar and your clerical attire and you're ready to move forth in this new season of your life, just know it's all right. Take another look and look to Calvary. Look to the cross because the cross is going to remind us how we can endure the perk and the pain. I'm Dr. Rhonda Ross saying, when you can't change what you're looking at, change the way you're looking at it. And hopefully, God will help you see it the way He does. And you'll have victory and joy. Until next Tuesday, be blessed. Have a great week. And I look forward to taking another look with you again on next Tuesday. God bless.